pretty tough challenge that I'm going to try and achieve. And I won't even post this if I don't achieve it. So this is day 2 of trying the attempt to go alcohol free for 14 days, 2 weeks. Haven't done it in a long time. As part of that, I'm looking to increase my running to about 20 to 30 miles a week and potentially do another marathon and diet. But my dieting is more like a liquid type of diet, with the exception of some bars and some chips and some snacks and like cereal with water. A lot of fruits, veggies, bananas, meal drinks, protein shakes, stuff like that. Jamba Juice. So we're on day 2 of that. Feel good. And maybe in the upcoming other days I'll talk about my motivation for this, but I didn't want to make this a really long video because I'm not even going to post it if I don't make it to 14 days. But this video is kind of a motivator for me to do it and to take it seriously and shed some weight, feel better, sleep better, all the other benefits of going alcohol free. So here's to, well, we got 12 more days. Day 3 of our alcohol free 2-week challenge. Made it through day 3, pretty easy. Didn't feel the greatest today, woke up with a pretty sore back, but gonna keep it rolling. Thought I'd show you some of what I'm eating. This is just for snacks. Honey Nut Cheerios, which I throw in a bowl with some water and stuff. I have these Zone Perfect bars. I have these Perfect bars as well. A few Cliff bars. And in the fridge, I've got these Slim Fasts and these protein shakes and some Naked Juice. So I haven't had any solid foods in 3 days, and that's been pretty easy as well. And I have bananas over here. If you've ever juiced or kind of gone on a meat fast, just eating juices and salads and like protein bars, you'll notice that you probably have a lot more energy. But it certainly can affect your stomach and your patterns to the bathroom. So, and I've certainly experienced some of that. But short video for day 3. Got a big smile on my face. Day 4, alcohol free. Feeling much better than yesterday. No side effects. No side effects from alcohol free or my dieting. All I've had today is fruit, protein drinks, coffee, and like a protein bar and some fruit, stuff like that. Haven't lost any weight this week, but haven't gained any either. But feeling great. And you know, it's easy to do these type of things when you're feeling great. It can be tougher if you have symptoms of just kind of putting your body in shock mode. You got to think of it as that if you ever try this, that your body could go into shock mode a little bit here and there because you're suddenly doing something completely different than your routines. So that's all I'm going to say for today. We'll check back in. Day 5. Feeling good. Sleeping great. A lot of clarity in my vision, my thinking, my sleeping, my dreams. Everything that everyone says online, so it's kind of exciting. Tonight's going to be the biggest challenge. I'm going to a Roger Waters concert with a coworker, and it'll be my first sober concert ever. Except maybe when I was a teenager. It's the only thing I could think of. I was thinking about this last night. I'm 46 years old. I don't know more to say. Day 5. Stay sober. Embrace it. It's exciting. I love the empowerment. I love feeling like I'm in control of my destiny. So here we go. I'll check in tomorrow. Roger Waters tonight. all that is done, all that is gone, and all that's to come. Day 7. Where did day 6 go? Well, let me explain. This has not been easy. Definitely withdrawal symptoms in the form of fatigue and headaches and stomach issues. After I shot that video on the 5th day, Friday morning, at about noon that day, I got really bad symptoms. Now, I think part of the reason that's contributing to this is that I've also been dieting and not eating a lot of solid foods, so that's a horrible idea to try and do 2 things at once. So I've stopped the dieting and just continued the abstaining from alcohol, but here's the problem. On Friday, I melted so bad, I got so sick, and I had to attend a work function at a horse racetrack, and I was just dying. I mean, horrible symptoms, felt absolutely horrible. They came out at about noon. And I had a lot of blueberries that morning. I don't know if that contributed, because blueberries have a lot of antioxidants. So at some point at the racetrack, to try and calm down my stomach, I slammed a half a Miller Lite. That did not help. And then I had to go with a coworker to see Roger Waters that night and try and just make it through the night. And I felt horrendous. I mean, horrible. Headache, fatigue, stomach problems, diarrhea, every horrible symptoms. So I just elected to try and get through this concert. I slammed a Stella, and then I had a Red Bull and vodka, and then I drank about half of that, and then I had a Corona. That was on Friday night. But here's the good news. Although I screwed up that day, yesterday went and played poker, and I managed to go the entire day without any beer, no alcohol at all. And did well in the tournament, and woke up this morning and ran 4 miles, and here I am feeling great again. Sunday morning, no alcohol. We're going for day 7 here, and obviously the goal is 2 weeks, so a little bit of hiccup there on Friday. I'm not going to sweat it. I knew this wouldn't be difficult. I'm going to pick up some non-alcoholic beer. I've had that before. It's good stuff. So I'll check back in on day 8, which is day 8, alcohol-free. With the one exception, that hiccup last Friday. We're not going to lose any sleep over it. Just went Saturday and Sunday, my first weekend with no alcohol in over a decade. Feel great, slept great. Obviously, you can sleep really well when you don't drink alcohol. You're not gassy, you're not bloated. But I want to make a strong point here that if you ever try this, don't let anyone in your life dissuade you or say anything negative about what you're doing. Just laugh it off. Stay laser focused on your goal. My goal here obviously is 14 days. And the other point I want to make is, if you ever try this, don't make any other sudden changes in your life. Just do one thing at a time. So I made the mistake all last week of thinking I can go alcohol free and then go on a big diet and juicing and stuff. It's way too much shock for my system, and that's why I melted last Friday. So I'm over that, and we'll check back in tomorrow on day 2. Yes, I've been fatigued. Yes, I've been tired. But usually it's just in the morning for a few hours. You know, I ran yesterday morning for 4 miles. And yeah, the first 2 miles were really tough. I was like, oh. But by mile 3 and 4, I did a little walking there. I did some grocery shopping, walked, and then walked back from the grocery shopping, and felt great. And I had plenty of energy all day yesterday. And had plenty of coffee, you know, and eating well, feeling well. Be well, feel well. You are what you eat. You are what you drink. Number 9. Day number 9. It's a Tuesday, an alcohol-free Tuesday. We're killing it. We're killing it at this point. In fact, I read yesterday something online that said if you can make it to 9 days alcohol, that 90% of people feel so much better. Less headaches, less fatigue, and that's definitely it. This morning was the first morning that I spent without any headaches and fatigue and a feeling of kind of dread in the morning. The morning's been really rough throughout this whole ordeal. I feel more aware. My senses are firing on all cylinders. Like all my senses seem to be hypersensitive. My eyesight, my hearing, my taste. My sinuses are cleared up. I'm not waking up with all these clogged sinuses, and my digestive system seems really clear and absolutely no bloating whatsoever. What can I say? I feel great. I'm very proud of myself, very happy. And I'm going to tell my fiance tonight that I feel like I've gotten in the habit of not drinking versus the habit of coming home and cracking a Busch Light. It's a habit of not drinking. It's an interesting thing to say and think about. It's weird. I don't think about drinking, and I played a little poker tonight, and the guy in kitty corner to the table of me, he got a big, huge pint of some Anti-Hero beer, which is a microbrewery beer here in Chicago that I absolutely love. And I just made a point not to stare at his drink, not really pay any attention to it, and I was fine. So this has been awesome, and I'll cut the video here and check in again tomorrow. It'll be Wednesday. We're not going to have any problem going 2 weeks alcohol-free, I can tell you that much, because I'm so happier being at the state that I'm in right now. Happier than I thought I would be. Alcohol-free. It's alcohol-free Kimok 7. It's Wednesday. We're feeling great. So I want to make a couple key points here in this part of the 14-day challenge, now that we're on day 10. Number one, you have to have a replacement for alcohol in your life. For me, about a year ago, I started playing poker periodically, 1 or 2 weeknights per week, just cash games poker. 1 and 2 cash games poker at night after work. And when I would play those nights, I wouldn't drink. It wasn't anything I really thought much about, I just wouldn't drink. And I noticed that not only would I not drink, I would not even think of drinking. And I think part of the reason was because most people play poker that don't drink at the table. I'd say 90% don't drink. A lot of senior citizens, they don't drink. And I found it very easy to go through the night and drive home completely sober and feel great and go to bed and wake up the next day feeling great and go for a nice run in the morning. The other point I want to make is that for each person going for sobriety or taking a 2-week break or a 14-week break, whatever brought you to this video, there's different levels of addiction to alcohol. I think there's a lot of different levels of alcoholism. I would put myself in more of the minor category. My withdrawal symptoms only lasted for really 6-7 days. And they were mostly headaches and fatigue. That's it. Morning headaches, morning fatigue. Every friggin' morning, flu-like symptoms. And then by day 8 or 9, it subsided, just like that. And I feel great. I feel tremendous. So let me end with this point, which I'll reinforce. You got to find something else in your life to replace that. And for every single person, it's going to be different. If you want to sit home and watch TV and eat shitty food, then that's a certain replacement. A lot of people do that. If you want to go to AA, a lot of people do that. I'd be more than happy to be your sponsor if you're interested in, having someone join you on this journey of sobriety. I don't know how long I'm going to be 100% sober. My fiance was asking me about that last night. I'm like, I don't have an answer. For all of us, it's a day-by-day kind of thing. it's been much easier for me than I anticipated. And I think the reason being is a very low level of addiction. And I feel so great that the alternative to feeling like shit all the time, which is the point I was at, versus feeling great all the time, I mean, that's a no-brainer. All right, day 11, here we are. It's Thursday. Got my fancy tie on. Looking all corporate short haircut. I don't have anything profound to say today. Very easy the last few days to not drink alcohol, not drink beers. Feel tremendous, feel great. Only slept about 6.5 hours last night, and I feel great today. I'm still kind of shocked at how good I feel. I did not anticipate feeling this better. And I can't stop smiling about it. I swear to God, I'm being 100% sincere. So we're going to go play poker again tonight because we banked a huge amount last night, which I'm very happy about. And I'm going to go golfing next week in about 5 or 6 days with a friend of mine who likes to drink and party, and that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for me because I'm going to be in a golf cart with him for 6 hours. So I'm already preparing for that, and I will not be joining him in his partying ways, but we can certainly golf together, and we're longtime buddies. So to each his own. And on the topic of peer pressure, you know, I'm just telling a lot of people, hey, I'm training for a marathon in 10 weeks. I stopped drinking. People be like, oh, okay. I mean, a lot of people never run a marathon, so they can't wrap their head around that concept, but they understand that it's physically excruciating. I'm 46 years old, so they can respect it. And, you know, a friend's not really your friend if they peer pressure you like ridiculously amount. Right? You don't need that kind of person in your life if they're being a dick about it. They should be the opposite and say, wow, you should be so proud of yourself. That's super cool. Blah, 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 blah. All right, there's my rant for day 11. I'm losing track here. Day 12. Whatever I said in the beginning of this video. Day 12, yeah. We'll check back in tomorrow. It's Friday. We're looking to go back-to-back weekends alcohol-free. We're going to do it. Day 12. Feeling good. No different than the last couple days. Ready for my second alcohol-free weekend. It's Friday. We all know what happened to me last Friday. But since then, we've gone 6 days alcohol-free. So I'm still calling this the 14-day sobriety Palapalooza. A couple things I want to point out here. And I read about it. The word boredom. You got to replace things in your life that you were preoccupied with alcohol. Now, in some of my evenings, throughout my days and life last several years, I will stay home and I will grind and play poker online while I webcast concerts. And I'd have beers on those nights, Friday or Saturday night. Tonight, we're going to grind and play poker online and webcast fish live from Madison Square Garden, but we're not going to drink because we're not drinking. I'm going to have coffee. I still may pick up some non-alcoholic beer. I have not done that yet, but it's on my mind. And I have water and plenty of food and snacks, right? You can't get bored when you're going on this sobriety binge. You get bored, that's gonna be a problem. Now, luckily, it's hard for me to get bored. I have a lot of interests. Play guitar, I run, I grind, I webcast, blah, 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 blah. Go to concerts. And I'm probably going to go to a concert later on tonight or tomorrow night, afternoon, and do some tournament grinding tomorrow. So, one of the themes here that you're hearing the last couple of videos is poker. Whether I'm playing online or in person, that's one of my outlets. And great thing about having a busy job and career is that keeps you preoccupied too, right? You're not going to be drinking and working. I never did that. I know some people do. So that's my point for day 13 here. Day 12. A couple more days and we made our 2-week challenge. And we're going to keep going at it, by the way. My new thinking is to go all the way to Labor Day weekend, which essentially be 2 months. On that weekend, well, no, not 2 months, 5 weeks. So 3 or 4 weeks from now, Carmen and I are going to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin for a long, romantic, nice weekend. And, we want to have a few drinks together there, and I think I will. And I'm not scared of it or freaked out about it. And, when I say that, I think in Corona Light, Busch Light, something like that. So there we go. I'll check back in tomorrow. Hope you're enjoying the series. We made it. 2 weeks. It's day 15, Sunday. Hope you've been enjoying the series, because this is the end. And how appropriate that we're ending it where I grew up. We are outside the Marriott Lincolnshire Resort in Lincolnshire, Illinois. And I spent all my younger years here, all the way through about age 20. My parents' house is right across the river over there. They recently sold it. And we would go across the river growing up and come over here, and we would go in the arcade, go in the pool, go in the restaurants, pick up touristy girls. It was a great, great upbringing. Alcohol is a toxin, and when you go 2 weeks without that toxin in your body, wow, it's quite amazing how quickly you can feel better. Suddenly you wake up feeling energetic, refreshed, full of energy, ready to take on the day. I like rock lyrics, and I pay a lot of attention to them, and there's 2 ones here I'm going to quote. One of them's a Grateful Dead song. Once in a while you could get shown the light in the strangest of places if you look at it right. I think that says it all. The other one is, get back where you used to be. And this is where I grew up, outside the Marriott Lincolnshire Resort. And when I was young, I spent 20 years here. I never drank. I didn't drink alcohol. And I was a kid. And I always woke up with plenty of energy. I want to feel that way again, like I was in my teen years or my elementary years. And I just ran 3 miles, and I'm going to train for my 6th marathon, the Chicago Marathon this year. Not drinking alcohol helps in every aspect of your life, especially in your poker game. You're clear-minded, you're less compulsive, you're more patient. And that could be said in other aspects of your life. So I don't know how long I'm going to stay sober, but if I make it 2 more weeks, we'll make another video. It's been relatively easy after I got past about day 8 or 9, and that's when the withdrawal symptoms faded away. Really, the only withdrawal symptoms for me were headache and fatigue, and that horrible Friday I had, which definitely included a lot of bowel problems. Ugh. So good luck on your journey, whatever brought you to this video. If you're a subscriber, thank you for your patience on this video. But this video helps with poker. If you're here because of autism, if you're raising a child with autism and you're drinking too much, it's not going to help you or your child. But that's kind of what got me into drinking more than I should, was when my son was diagnosed way back in 2001. So it's year 2017. Great time to give the liver a break, the kidneys a break, the brain a break, the gut a break, and get out there and exercise and enjoy life to its fullest. That's all I gotta say. Good luck to you. This has been Kim Mach 7.